Hello, this is Annalisa from Faith Dream Crate, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have another card for you in my Christmas in July card series, and this is also a Team Tiny video hop, and we will be featuring digital stamps from Joy Claire Designs. And the hashtag for this month's hop is Team Tiny Christmas in July. So I will be featuring this digital stamp Doggone Christmas, and there is a few more digital stamps being featured along the way, so definitely check out that hashtag for more digital stamp and Christmas inspiration. So I'll go ahead and get started on my background, and these are some stencils that I recently created in my Silhouette Cameo machine, and I'm loving using them. In a few of my last couple videos I have used them, so you can definitely check those out if you want to see me use these more. So I'm just creating the scene with some Distress Oxide inks, and while I do that, I wanted to go ahead and tell you about a discount code that Joy Claire is offering. So the discount code is TEAMTINY20, and that gives you 20% off from the 25th until the 28th of July for the stamps only, except a last call selection of the store. And it is not available on last calls, dies, or stencils, so only the stamps. So definitely check out their website. I'll have it listed down below in the description box, and you can go check out their website and take advantage of that code if you like. So I'm just going ahead and getting some grass for my scene ready as well, and this is the Grassy Edges die from My Favorite Things, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to just have one piece or create some layers, so I went ahead and got a few of these ready for my scene. And then I'm going to go ahead and color here in a little bit and put on some music, put on some Christmas music or a little bit of fun, festive music. And then stay tuned for after the coloring, because I have added a fun feature to this digital stamp, and this is a fun way to use them. Okay, so now that the coloring is all done, you saw a quick clip there of me using the Ranger Emboss It pen in clear, and I just went ahead and used it over the whole image. And now I'm using some Ranger embossing powder, and that is going to clear coat it, and then I'm able to heat it up with my heat tool, and this is just going to make it shiny and clear. And I just went ahead and kept going. See, there's a few spots that needed some extra and needed the embossing powder on it, and this is so cool because you're able to add the embossing powder to the sentiment as well. I just used the pen over the sentiments and added that shine to a digital stamp like you would do if you had a physical stamp. So I went ahead and did that to all of my images and all of the sentiments, and then I'm just going ahead with some Distress Oxide inks to ink the corners of this up. And you're going to see here in a second that I made a boo-boo, and I went ahead and tried to adhere this to my card, and it wasn't dry, so I had a lot of black soot Distress Oxide ink where I didn't want it, but I didn't want to start all over again. And so what I ended up doing is taking some acrylic paint in white and some water, and I just started splattering. It took me a while to figure out how to fix this mistake without starting all over. I looked at this and I was like, what do I do? But the white splatter definitely added a lot of texture and a lot of fun look to it, and brought in a little bit more Christmas festivity. And it's not perfect. You can still see some of the black in the end where I didn't want it, but I feel like the splatter just added to it and made it feel kind of like it was supposed to be there. It reminded me of an old picture that might have some black marks on it, or just that vintage photograph look. And the splatter also just adds a whole lot of texture to it, and I really like how this turned out. So just adding the grass there as well for my scene. And I'm going to start getting that scene ready and creating the fun. So I definitely love how this scene turned out with the snowy effect, and I love how the grass turned out as well. I ended up peeling it up. You're going to see here all the little pieces so that the images could go behind it, and then it also creates a little bit of a 3D as the grass is not completely flat against the card. And I think that's just a fun element. And you're going to just see how everything comes together. Now I tie everything in. And then, yeah, just continuing to pull up that grass so that all the little critters and the two dogs that I'm going to put on here can go behind the grass. And then I will adhere them all down. So yeah, definitely check out that hashtag Team Tiny Christmas in July. You're going to get lots of tips and tricks for digital stamps. I'm sure there are so many talented people on this hop. You won't want to miss it. And I know I'm excited to check out how everybody used the different digital sets. So definitely hop along. And if I missed any information, it will all be listed down below in the description box, and also all the supplies that I have used will be listed down below in the description box as well if you are curious. And there are affiliate links down there as well. So anything you need to know is always down in the description box below. So just adding the little hat to this puppy. For my digital stamps, I decided to just fussy cut them out. It was a whole lot easier, and I liked the size of these stamps the way they are. There's so many different ways to use digital stamps, and I'm sure you'll see that along the way. And just putting that little bone with the bow on in there in the doghouse, and then I'm going to go ahead and add the sentiments. So this one says, may your days be fuzzy and bright. There was so many fun sentiments in here. And then this is woofing you a Merry Christmas. And this dog is singing this song. Instead of wishing you a Merry Christmas, he's woofing you a Merry Christmas. And then to tie in all that white splatter and the snow in the air or in the sky, I just took a little bit more white acrylic paint and splattered it on the card again and over the images to look like it was snowing over the doghouse and that the dogs had a little bit of snow. And I just really like how it tied all of that in. And I think it's so perfect with the little puppy wearing his sweater. He is fuzzy and cozy, even though he's playing out in the snow. And this just finished off the card in a fun way and made everything kind of flow together. And splatter is always fun. Sparkle and splatter, they're always fun. So then I just took a microfiber cloth to wipe off a few areas that got a little bit too much splatter on it, or the splatter kind of took away from the image. I wanted to make sure that everything was still visible, but it just had that little bit of splatter to look like there was snow in the air and that it was coming down. So then I just heated that up a little bit. Now do be careful when heating this up again, because you don't want to overheat it with that embossing powder already on all the little itty bitty images. And you could just set this aside to dry. So there it is. You see the shine on all of the images and the sentiment. And this is a digital stamp. So that is a way to get that embossed look on the sentiments especially, and to get some shine going on your stamp. So that is my card. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. Definitely check out that hashtag Team Tiny Christmas in July, and the coupon code is listed down below in the description box. Bye for now.